Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter Mr. Tim Spiers. Tim, Shrewsbury 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2. Now, when I play Monopoly and I get a community chest or a chance card, my favourite thing is get out of jail free, and Wolves used theirs today.
Nice, very nice.
Yes, thank you.
This is where you get the big bucks.
There's a huge bucks.
Yeah, no, totally got out, totally got out of jail. Salvaged a draw, salvaged a replay against League One opposition. I tell you,
one point off the relegation.
No, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you know, lots of fans disappointed with the fact they haven't won today. But for me, it was a bloody good cup tie.
Yeah,
second
proper,
half.
Yeah.
First half was dire. Absolutely.
Proper dire. It was awful.
My single highlight from the second half. First half.
No key moments.
Brilliant, honestly. Packed house here.
Yeah.
They're probably the noisiest opposition fans I've heard all season.
Yeah.
You could barely hear the Wolves fans in the first half.
No, absolutely superb salon.
We're right by this standing section, which is actually behind us here, and they make a right racket. Anyway, full house.
Framed on purpose, by the way, with a standing section behind us.
It's cold, it's windy, it's wet. It's a dog of a pitch.
Yeah.
Bobbling out.
Groundsman, yeah, they did a good job today.
Shrewsbury, you know, get the goal at the start of the second half, and wow, Wolves up against it, and then the second, and bloody hell. And then they threw the kitchen sink at them in the last 15
They did.
And salvaged a draw with another injury time goal. A fantastic cup tie, it really was.
It was, and look, okay, lots of changes. People are going to talk about the changes, but if you're putting that kind of talent on the pitch, you should be able to get the job done here.
I mean, you should see the match report I wrote for the 2-1 defeat.
But it was a blasphemous.
Which the Daily Mail have published, by the way. They've published a 2-1 win for Shrewsbury. Honestly, I was slaughtering.
Slamming out.
But yeah, no, obviously the team they picked was more than good enough to win this game.
Yes.
And it was a funny one, really. I think the pitch is a bit of a leveller. It's got to be taken into account that they couldn't play how they normally like to play.
Yes.
And then you have got, yes, it's wet and windy, and it is a bit of a leveller. Yes, it's the same for both teams, but Wolves can't play the way that they normally want to play. So what you've got to do, you've got to match Shrewsbury in terms of desire, motivation, intensity, most importantly, intensity. And there was no intensity at all in the first half. Wolves had an opportunity in that first half to play how we wanted them to play today, and coast into a 1-2-0 lead and kill the time, but they didn't do that. And you can imagine exactly what Sam Ricketts said at half time. We can win this. They've given us no problems at all in the first half. We can bloody win this game. And they've come out, they've gone 2-0 up, and come as close as they possibly can do to getting through. But Wolves, the lights were switched on. Ironically, they were switched off above us. And if this was a night game, it wouldn't have finished. Because there was a floodlight failure. But luckily, the sun didn't go down quite early enough. Anyway, the lights were switched on the last 15 minutes. Jimenez and Cavallero sparked this comeback, and they did deserve it. They did, overall. They deserved the draw.
Okay, I think
somebody disagrees with that.
I think Shrewsbury are unlucky to come away with the draw.
They're unlucky, but I think a draw's a fair result.
First goal, I mean, lots of people at fault for it, really, but at the end of the day, you've got to give Shrewsbury credit as well. It was a good finish.
First goal, so yeah, I think it was Gibbs White with a pass just behind Neves, but Neves didn't quite read it properly, and then all of a sudden Shrewsbury were on the counter, and it was played to Doherty, not Wolves' Doherty, and he's lashed it into the net. I'd have to see it again. There's a lot of people with dodgy streams watching it from iraqgoals.com or whatever that are all either blaming Ruddy or saying he got a deflection off Sace. I think it did take a nick off Sace. Whether Ruddy should have saved it, it's hard to tell from the position we were sat in. So we'll have to see that again.
And then 2-0 and Wan Bam and set piece again.
Who?
Wan Bam.
Who's
good player? 4 million.
And they looked dangerous from set piece all afternoon. That looked like their main kind of route to goal. And just before that, it was a free kick, crucially kind of headed clear by Bennett behind for a corner, and from that corner it's put into the near post. Classic run onto it and powers a header past Ruddy. Again, should Ruddy have come for it? Should it be cleared by Wolves' headers? Of course. Poor to concede, 2 poor goals to concede. Of
course, Samuel Shewington in that was Helder Costa's chance. I mean, just had a dog of an afternoon, didn't he? He's really struggling.
Anonymous today. I mean, he had a chance, free header from 6 yards. Not what he's in the team for, but still should be scoring that. And he was anonymous today. Cavallero came on and took his chance. Cavallero was probably thinking, "Wow, I saw him have a long chat with Wolves' assistant manager before kick-off, on the pitch." Cavallero's probably wondering, why the hell am I the only senior player not to play in the last 2 games? Probably a victim of the formation change. For me, he fits it better than Costa, though. And Costa got his big chance today. He didn't take it, and Caballero did.
And surprise, surprise, Jimenez comes up top, and Traore moves to the right and looks a different player.
No, totally, I know.
That's the frustrating thing. I mean, I say you talk about the team and whatever was put out there, but, you know, square pegs in square holes.
Yeah, no, exactly. The formation works from a midfield point of view, it does. But up front, I think you need Jimenez to bring it together if you're going to play two up front. Traore, fair play to him. I thought he had a good game today. He never stops. He never, ever, even when he's having a bad game, he never shies away from wanting that ball and wanting to take players on. He's got a fantastic confidence on him. And he was trying again and again and again for either a shot or a cross. And it's his cross in the 93rd minute that has got that equaliser. I think fair play for his determination. He does a lot that doesn't come off, but he keeps wanting that ball.
And I guess frustrating for him though, because if they are going to continue to play these two up front, like so it's Jota and Jimenez, then he doesn't really have a role in this side, does he, going forward?
Who? Traore?
Yes.
I think
he needs to play that three up front. You think to have it?
I think we'll see a bit of a mix-up. I think in the second game, I think you probably want to go with three and stretch Shrewsbury at Molineux on a bigger pitch. Traore has definitely got a place in this Wolves squad, and I think we might see a bit more horses for courses in terms of formation, which has worked well recently. Like I said, 3-5-2, but they look much better at 3-4-3, much better towards the end of the game, and that's when they've got the 2 goals.
I mean,
and Doherty again, as at Newcastle, last minute.
I
don't know how he does it. You know, perfect place in the box at the right time, great header, and like I said, they did just about deserve it.
But the conceded cross on next Saturday at Everton, and I tell you, we'll be all over Doherty again. He's so important, isn't he? He scores some huge goals.
Totally. And a word for the man on the opposite flank today, Ryan Giles, who on his 19th birthday, he's from Shropshire, and he gets handed his debut, his Wolves debut, and acquitted himself very well. He didn't look out of place. He could have had an assist when he put one on a plate for Jimenez, who shanked it wide. I've just interviewed him. He's delighted with life. He may get another game in the replay. Almost as happy as the happiest man in the whole postcode area
Ruddy
is David Edwards, who said to me before kick-off that he would love a replay so that he can play. Because he's only just missed out through injury.
If selected.
And great for Shrewsbury. I mean, you've got to say, congratulations to Shrewsbury for almost the perfect storm. Like I said, packed house, loud crowd, and they played it perfectly tactically, Shrewsbury, and they'll get the financial reward of the replay. But you would expect Wolves to win that replay.
You would, and good for the squad, the Wolves squad as well. You liked John Ruddy, who's going to get another game as well.
Well,
because they were looking. He was looking at probably being on the bench rest of the season.
We'll see. I mean,
you reckon Rui might come in?
No, I mean. A lot of not just Ruddy in particular, but a lot of the fringe players haven't exactly done themselves justice today. However, the fact that it's now a busy-looking schedule, exactly what Nuno doesn't want.
No.
You know, just spoke to him after the game, and he's not happy. He's not happy with the replay. I don't think he's too disappointed with Wolves' performance. He pointed to the pitch, pointedly, and the weather and the whole factor, and Shrewsbury doing very, very well, and pointed to all that and said, look, hey, we weren't that bad. We've got a draw, but I don't think he's happy with the replay. So we'll see what he does for that replay, because they've got West Ham at home on Tuesday, then they're away at Everton, and then they've got the replay, and then they do have a little bit of a gap between Newcastle at home and the Monday night, which may play in they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, and Shrewsbury happy because they've got Premier League opposition again.
Everybody's happy.
Everyone's happy. Shrewsbury 2, Wolves 2, for all the post-match reaction. Make sure you log on to expressthestar.com.